welcome to Motivational Moment. I am Coach Rosa Smith-Montanaro, your training and workshop coordinator with RochesterWorks. I'm so excited to have you here today. Now, I meet with you weekly and I give you these motivational talks, and they're short and sweet, and we're here to keep you inspired and motivated and moving forward. And as a trainer and a workshop specialist with RochesterWorks, I work with thousands of you job seekers and aspiring entrepreneurs, and it's my honor to do that. And so what we started doing are these weekly talks, very short, to keep you moving forward, and I pick different themes. So this month's theme is summertime and job search. And we're going to talk about staying motivated and inspired when it's beautiful outside, when it's so nice out. And a lot of times people are just saying, well, I just don't want to go out. Or I don't want to stay in. I want to go outside and enjoy the summer. And if you live where we live in upstate New York, summers are sort of short. So I totally understand that feeling. But what I'm going to give you is some 3 quick tips. And each week will be a different theme, but the theme for this month will be summertime, job search, and how to stay motivated. So what we're going to start with is the obvious, embracing the outdoors. You see, going outside and being with nature can boost your creativity and your motivation. And I'm going to give you 3 quick tips to help you with that. And I know it sounds obvious, but sometimes we get so stuck in our job search and campaigning for that next job and starting that business and just busy, that we forget about the obvious. And we make things a lot harder. So this is a good back to the basics reminder series. And the first one I'm going to tell you is my favorite one. I'm starting with the best, one of my very favorites, and that is take your work outside. You know, when it's nice out, you can take that laptop outside and just work from outside. The cool thing about the internet is it's available everywhere. And now you might even have a hotspot on your phone. I didn't even know I had a hotspot on my phone. It just happened to come with the package that we had until my son-in-law told me. And I thought, whoa, all this time I've had this phone and I did not know it had a portable hotspot built right in. Well, and that's even if I go outside in my front yard, our internet reaches out there. Even if I'm at Starbucks and I go outside, the internet reaches out there. It's very far reaching, the internet. If you've noticed, you can pull into a parking lot of almost any place with free Wi-Fi and access the Wi-Fi. So you can work literally from anywhere. And I don't know about you, but one of the tips I do is I save my admin things that don't require the internet for my remote working days. And I literally have done this where I've driven up the street to a nice little park and sat there, and there are no interruptions. My phone's not ringing. I'm available if anyone at work needs me. But because I'm trying to focus and be concentrated, I remove myself and I'm so productive. I have updated my own resume this way, cover letter, developed courses, followed up on correspondence. Even if I didn't have the internet where I could just type everything up and just save it and know I have it and copy and paste it later, you could be highly productive by taking your work outside, and it's not as draining. It's kind of nice to be sun powered out there. A second tip is being active outside. Summers are really, it depends on where you live. In Texas, you're probably inside during the summer, but in the Northeast, you're outside during the summer. So take up some activities. Make sure you spend time doing something that's active, walking, gardening, swimming, even walk the dog, for Pete's sakes. Being outside in nature sparks creativity. It is inspiring, and it's grounding, and it's very relaxing. Some of the most stressful times of my life including being unemployed and having creditors calling my house and not knowing what was going to show up in a few months. I've been there. I relate to it, you guys. I know what it's like. I'm fortunate where I live in a community where there's a lot of water, and it's not that far to get to. So I get in my car and I drive up the street And I'd park in a parking lot that had access to a path along like a river, and I would just go for those walks. And during that time, my agreement with me was no matter what happened all day, if I got this little walk in, everything else would be okay. Because it was my time to just let go of the stress, to let go of the fear, let go of the control of needing to know exactly what was going to happen. And it was a short little walk, maybe 20 minutes, sometimes 30, but it was my medicine. I looked forward to it, and I got through some very, very, very difficult things on those walks because I got caught up in nature and seeing this particular body of water had swans that would, little section where the swans would be there, and you see the children, running, and cute little, pups running around. And it just takes you away from your problems for 2 minutes, for 5 minutes, for a half hour. And we need that. The third piece of enjoying the summertime and being outdoors and still doing your job search and still having time for those interviews and do what you need to do is taking fresh air breaks. I don't know about you, but I remember when I started working, people were allowed to smoke in buildings, and I've never been a smoker, so I never used to take smoking breaks. But I would say I'm taking a fresh air break because I needed air. I have ADHD. I don't know about you guys, but you know what I know about having ADHD? Your attention span isn't there. After about 20 minutes or 30 minutes, sometimes maybe 45 minutes, I need to get up and move. And so I'll sit on a project and I'll work on it, and then I'll notice that I'm tense and I can't focus anymore. And a simple fresh air break, 5 minutes, go outside, breathe some fresh air, walk around a little bit, grab some fresh water, come back in, bam, ready for the next round. Frequent breaks. And studies show about once an hour. You've probably heard me say this if you've been watching Motivational Moment with me for a while now. About once every hour, it actually helps prevent burnout. It actually helps you retain your learning. And it's a really, really great tool that people underestimate. And I'm going to give you an action item. I've added action items to our motivational moments, and I find that's really helpful for you, and people seem to enjoy them. And so here's what I want you to do. I want you to take 30 minutes a day, just 30 minutes a day, and apply one of these things we've talked about. Either a fresh air break where you can't take, don't take 30, you can take 30 minutes for a fresh air break. I mean, you could do whatever you want, right? You could take 30 minutes to do something outdoors that's highly active, like going for a walk. You could take 30 minutes to take your work outside, but implement one of these strategies in the summer. And this week, I want you to take 30 minutes to implement one of these strategies and really think about it. Okay, I hope this was helpful. I hope you join us in some of our workshops. We love having you, and we just are very fortunate. Reach out to me on LinkedIn, and if you come to any of our classes, give us a shout out, like our pages, and comment. Thank you for joining us. Have a wonderful, wonderful day, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Take care, my friends.